If you're like me, the last thing you want with your new standing desk is wobble and rocking problems. But what if I told you many of the brands today don't put stability at the forefront of their design? In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how the Titan Fitness WA2 desk held up to our stability tests. Hi, I'm Greg with BTOD.com. If you've had a chance to watch any of my previous stability videos, you know we'll be looking at two different motions today. The first is going to be a front to back or a rocking motion, and the second is going to be a left to right or a wobble motion. You also notice we have a 50-pound dumbbell here on the surface. What this is put there for is really to represent what the average user would have for weight on their desk. This will include things like your computer, maybe multiple monitors, a light, a task light, your phone, things like that. We found on average, most users will have about 50 pounds on the top of their surface. And we also found that this will impact the stability of your standing desk, especially when it's raised into taller positions. So the first thing I want to show you now before we actually go through the different heights that impact the stability of the desk is what it's like at its lowest height, so you have a good baseline to see how the Titan performs when at a sitting height. Now I have it at 30 inches, and you can see here with our front to back rocking test, it's solid. Now the same thing is true for our left to right or our wobble test. There is no motion at 30 inches tall. Now what we did find as we go into the rocking test is at 36 inches, this is really where we start to notice that motion. So you can see there is some motion at 36 inches. It's not significant enough to impact your work, but there is some motion. Now at 39 inches, this is where we find that that motion is significant enough that it will impact your work. Now this is gonna be a height for users that are around that 5'3" to 5'4" height range. They're gonna start to notice that. So anybody from there up, this is gonna have a potential to really significantly impact your work efficiency. So now at 30 inches, or 39, excuse me, we saw what it was like. We're gonna take it up to about 43. I'm 6 feet tall, so I kinda wanna show you what it looks like at 43 and a half inches for users that are about my height. You can see here, more motion than even at that 39-inch position. And then when we take it all the way to the max height, which is 47 inches, this is gonna be for users that are gonna be approximately 6'4", maybe a little bit taller. The motion is so bad that I started and it just continues on its own. Now there's really three reasons why we find that this particular product does have front to back rocking issues. The first is gonna be in the non-traditional column format. And so if you kind of take a look at the side there, you can see the smaller portion of the column is on the bottom with the bigger portion on top. That top heavy design is notorious for front to back rocking issues. Now you'll also notice if you take a look at the side of the desk, it's a T-base. T-base desks as well, they typically have more front to back rocking issues than a C-base, which has the center post back from center. And then the last issue with the less expensive desks, this is pretty common, it has glide fitting issues. When you raise that desk up into the 39 and the 42, 43 inch range and you put your hand on the column, you can actually feel the gap between the columns getting greater. It's expanding and contracting as it's rocking back and forth, so it's definitely a noticeable motion. So the last test that we're gonna do is the left to right wobble test. Now I have found with the Titan desk at about 39 to 40 inches, this is where we start to notice the wobble motions. So now at 30 inches, or excuse me, 39, you can see there is some motion in the desk. Now when we get to 43 inches, this is where I found that that motion is significant enough that it will impact your work. So now when we do the one hand test, you can actually see the desk continue on after you push on it. And then lastly, we'll go up to the max height, which is 47 inches. This is where the wobble motions are the worst. And you can see that motion all the way through the columns to the feet. So there really were two main reasons why the Titan desk had wobble issues. The first is going to be the lack of a traditional cross support between the desk columns. Now, without a traditional cross support, there's really no way to improve that lateral stability as the desk gets taller. Unfortunately, because of the design with the smaller column on the bottom and the bigger column on the top, there really is no way to connect a cross support properly. The second issue, much like the rocking problems, the glides are a major component in the stability of this particular desk. So those are really the two main reasons that I found that the Titan desk has left to right wobble problems. That completes the stability test on the Titan Fitness WA2. If you'd like more information on this product or any other standing desks, please feel free to visit btod.com and the Break Room blog. Thanks for watching.